Hello. I don't really expect anybody to join me on this live, actually. But if you do, then you do. And I got a little. I might rant on for a little bit, actually, because I'm kind of mad at myself right now, and I'm mad at myself a little bit because of this broom closet thing. Um, and I probably I have it set so that I can't see you all, and I'm not gonna go get another thing. So if I don't catch your chat, then I'm sorry if you do show up. But I'm gonna talk. I wanted to. I've missed you all so much. And again, I'm kind of peeved at me at the moment, and the broom closet, and like me being an old broad, and I should not be doing what I just did. I just spent 25 minutes looking for stuff I hid, because I was like, oh, I know, I'll go in live and do this and talk about it. But I have the phone set up to on a very strange situation, which I usually do. So if I don't see your chat, I'm not going to change it because I've actually got me in this view. So I just want to talk for a second about why I'm where I've been. Okay, so we are seasonal here in Florida, and we have and it's been I can't see. Somebody says hello. Hi, Brad. I am, and it may just be for now and late nights and whatever, but I'm doing the best I can. I follow all of you all. Trust me, you're my saviors. But in Florida, we're seasonal and in a restaurant, and it's just we got hit, and we've been in season, and I've been trying really hard to just at least watch, as well as do. Hi, Maddie. Hi. Trying real hard to do what I can to watch you guys back in the middle of the night and keep myself like I anoint every day, and I do. Oh, Schlitz, this damn thing. Hold on, you're gonna see my butt for a second. The charger's not apparently charged right. Charging. Hang on. Hold on. Hold on. Ugh, stay put. Okay. So we have been really busy, super busy, and I haven't really been able to get to be able to do anything other than just try to stay on top of this because a million people show up, and that's what happens. So then, but then tonight I'm like, it's 12:30, it's midnight 30. I'm gonna get to watch something, and I got to get to start to watch the playback the other night, and then I was out, and then but so you haven't, and I'm like, tonight I'm gonna do that, and then I went, no, you're not. You're just gonna go and talk to the world. Yeah, I got them right here. I got those 13 questions, baby. We're gonna do it. Um, yes, yes, yes. I wrote them down the other day, but then I went searching, and I don't know where to begin. I'm not going to do that first. I'm going to talk a little bit about why I'm mad at me for the broom closet. Because I go around hiding stuff, right? Because I'm dating somebody, and I've been dating them for a while, and I hide things when they come in, and when I know they're coming over to hang out with me. I mean, there's a whole altar set up in there that all goes in on little weird places, and a few candles are left out in a big bowl of crystals and stuff, and that doesn't seem to bother him or whatever. But I'm an idiot. Like, I need to own me. Like, I need to just be like, here, I'm not putting all this stuff away. I am not going to go hide. Hi, Miranda. I am not going to go hide me anymore. I'm just going to leave it all out there. I keep going like a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. I know it's late. I don't expect anybody to hang out here with me. I'm just gonna ramble for a little while because I want to. I want to talk to you guys, and if you hang, you hang. If you sleep, you sleep. I watch playbacks all the time in the middle of the night, so I get it. Um, it'll be a fun one. Might go on for a little bit because I'm just pissed at myself. And then I want to do these 13 questions. So anyway, um, so I hide all this stuff around, and I just spent 25 minutes looking for stuff I was gonna like. I wanted to talk about like this the Druid Oracle that I got because of Becca, and that I took like I actually got this like Herbiary one, and I took them apart, and I have this like cool thrifty find, and they're all living in there. I mean, like I keep up, I do stuff. I just am kind of behind on being able to hang out with y'all. But I'm mad because I just spent 25 minutes trying to figure out exactly where I hid all the stuff that because I'm in the broom closet so I can get like, so what? So that I can get laid? I don't know. I mean, sorry, this is after hours conversation. So that I can, like if you don't like me for who I am, then I'm gonna start going, I don't care. Because so there's that. So there's that, right? I'm gonna, I'm not gonna have a talk. I don't think. I'm not gonna be like, hey man, this is what I do. But I'm just gonna like not hide all the stuff that I think I need to hide. I'm just gonna leave it there and see what happens. And answer questions as necessary. I'm there because I don't need to spend another 25 minutes after I've been working all day long and night long and stuff. Um, Trying to find what I hid for myself. Ridiculous! Anyway, I love you guys too very much. And thanks, Brad. I'm just going to leave it out. Like, I'm not going to be like, hey, man, this is what I do. Although today, also, I own a dress shop too. I'm a clothing designer. It's right next door. And I showered and I had to run back over there because I just hired somebody to work in it. And I was all like anointed up. And it's so cool. Like, I anoint myself every day now. I have this like routine. It's fabulous. Thank you, Starlight. In my Brigitte oil, and then in the love oil that I made, and then also in the prosperity oil, and somehow all 27 of herbs and stuff of all that. People want me to bottle it up, so they're like, just put a shelf here, bottle it. I'd wear it. So I don't know what to do with that. Because I think really it's because it comes from me and my energy and how I smell and how it interacts and all that stuff. But maybe that's the next step. Who knows? But it was fun. It was fun getting told like a bunch of times that, I smelled great. And I was like, that's my little witchy stuff. And I've got it smeared all over me and you like it. So there's really that just added into the fact that there's just no reason for me to like hide things from me in my own home. Because my home's just full of stuff. And like I said, I spent 25 minutes trying to find things today that I hid from me all because a man was coming over. And he comes over all the time, but I'm just going to leave it out now. And if he asks questions, he asks questions. If he doesn't, he doesn't. And we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anywho's-its. So we'll do some business. I did buy this Herbiary book because it is Ostars coming up, and I thought that, and I've had this for a while, but I actually cracked the cards open. They come on a sheet of, and you have to like take them apart yourself, and then they have, and then they turn into this little mini deck. And I kind of dig it. Because, as we know, I'm an herby girl, right? And I know, Brad, it's cool, right? And I popped them all out, and I took a little fingernail buffer, and I went around and I took the buffer apart, and I took all the little edges off. Yeah, you gotta hide it. I mean, but it's dumb. I'm 48 years old. Why am I hiding? Why? Like me or don't like me. Like I'm there. I'm there with this. Like, this is my path. This is what I've chosen. And you like me already, so what difference is it gonna make? Like he already digs through my rocks and my crystals and stuff, and he says they should accept it. Yeah, right, totally. I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, you just now, but I just put, yeah, they're not paying the mortgage. Well, no, but they're making the girl happy. So, and sometimes after work, that's kind of nice. But it's getting farther along in our relationship to where he's going to have to either know or not. But tonight, the fact that I went looking, I hid something so well that I couldn't find it for 25 minutes. That's where I was like, duh, you've just wasted 25 minutes in the middle of the night that you wanted to practice. Like, I was walking home and I'm like, I want to practice. I want to talk to people, or I want to look at stuff, or I want to watch the reset video, or any of that. Like, I want to do this. And no, I spent 25 minutes like that. I finally found it, of course. Oh yeah, I'm 48. I'm 48. September 15th of 1970. I'm a Virgo. I'm the other kind of Virgo. I'm the messy, weird Virgo. I'm not the, like, totally the other kind. Well, right, yeah, I don't look it. I've been also a vegetarian, vegan person. Not vegan entirely for that long, since I was 18. And I don't eat processed foods, and I haven't since then, which is, there's a funny story that goes with that, actually. I grew up in Chicago, and my family owns a meat packing plant there, or they did. My grandparents are since passed and retired, but when I turned 18, I was like, I have had enough of all this meat business. I am not eating this anymore. And I ditched it. And I haven't had it really since I was 18 years old. So I think that's a big deal. I think meat products are a big part of it. Anyway, so we won't talk about my dietary habits. And but yes, I'm 48. And I feel great. And oh, look at that. Magic hair. So this Herbiary book's pretty cool. And 9489. Oh, you're the other side. No, I'm the other one. I'm stacky. I'm stacky organized. I've got stacks of stuff everywhere, and I know where everything is. And I collect things. I'm that other Virgo. I'm there's the other there's a gem. Virgos are also like the Gemini, like the two parts, you know, because there's the one that is you, Brad, and then there's the one that's me. And I know both kinds. So anyway, business. Back to Herbiary. So Herbiary is cool. I like it a lot. I've had it for a while, and I was afraid, but then I do that. I was afraid to like break the cards apart, but I did, and so and now that we're coming up into spring, I've really been actually tapping into more of my herby self, which I am anyway. And this book is really, really cool. Like it goes through all of the cards themselves have Lady's Mantle, Fortitude, Release Rigidity for Valerian with the cutest little kitty, Defying Gravity, Reishi. Like they all have like what their herb is, and then like a key phrase, you know, so that you don't. But the book too has some really great. It's cool in the sense that it has a little bit about, like, for example, Daisy comes from a huge family. Her sisters Chamomile, Echinacea, yada yada yada, are among our greatest healers. Luckily, Daisy learned early on that the best way to distinguish herself was simply to be herself. Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't even pick that card. We just opened the book up. Just be herself. So despite her tomboy appearance with white petals often tatty or rumpled, and her status as the most common of medicines, she'll heal a bruise and quiet inflammation, but nothing like her cousin Arnica. She's a favorite guest. She persistently finds her way into our homes and gardens to remind us over and over again that loving ourselves as we are is the very best medicine. Well, how do you do? I just opened it up to that. That's what I've just been talking about. So that's pretty cool. So then but then it also follows with a ritual, and then and a reflection, and so you can do journal work with this, as well as there's a ritual that you can do as well, and that goes with all of them. But the cool thing is that you can actually just see in the cards themselves, and you don't need that book. You don't need that book. But you can just you can like pick one as your daily draw and focus on it. So there's that. And they're going back in the box that my little jewelry boxy thing that has violets on it that I found, and they fit perfectly. So they're going back in the box. So that's Herbiary. All right, cool. And then Becca made me do it. I did get the Druid Plant Oracle, which is super rad too. Comes in this big old box. And these cards, Becca said in her deal that that these cards are the best for to like fan and shuffle and play with. Whatever, I don't know, you guys all know this cardstock stuff. I don't know this cardstock stuff. But this is a good one. Whatever this is made out of, love it. And I slept with them under the pillow a couple times. I have had the crystals on them and all that. And I have not really actually pulled cards with them yet. But that comes with a really great book. And I've looked through the book And it too, it's just, and oh, and it comes with this like big fold out thing. But here's Virgo Perfectionist. I don't want to unfold it. It's like a layout deal. So I'm not gonna, because I don't, that's not me anyway. I just make up my own stuff. Okay, so there's that. And then the Moonology, I'm gonna do like quick on this. This Moonology book I haven't started, but Samantha Menzo, she's got this like witchy book club thing, and coming up here at the end of the month, first 26 pages, if you got this Moonology book, and then there's cards that go along with it, you can follow along with her. Okay, here we go. Here we go. These are gonna be off the cuff too. Like I did write them all down, and this is for you, Whispers of Three. Here's my VR, my video response. Is it good? No, I got the book. I didn't get the cards. I have the book. So because I'm going to follow along. I'm going to do the witchy book club thing with Samantha Menzo and follow along. So this is the actual book. I need the cards. I should probably get the cards too. So I'm going to do the book. So anyway, so here we go. I feel, here we are in my big chair, my big comfy chair. Like have a little sippy of our non-alcoholic beverage. It's not really a problem. And we are lit by candles that I made. I bought all kinds of candles. Yeah, this book is good, and who can say no to more cards? Oh, I hate you. Oh, watch me do the cards where the cards all live here. Oh, I'll do that video. This is where everything hides. This is how to stay in the broom closet when you're 48 years old and you have an entire apartment and you can hide stuff. Oh my gosh. All right, never mind about that. I'm not coming out. I'm just going to not hide things. That's what we're going to do. 13 hashtag 13 witchy questions just for fun. And this is my video response to Whispers of Three. Well, number one is obvious. In or out of the broom closet? In. In mostly. In for men when they come over to visit, which is only one. And but I make a lot of comments about stuff when I'm out in the world. And I wear my, well, I don't have it on today, but I wear my Brigitte's cross, and then of course these ladies, want to buy my brew oils and wear it themselves. So it just depends. I don't walk around going like, I'm a witch. Although, oh my gosh, this is the most hilarious story. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to break this up with some good story. So, because even if you watch this later, you'll find it funny, and it's late and whatever. So it was like it was the new moon. We're having a hurricane, and it was the high tide. It was crazy around here. The energy was just nuts. I live 3 blocks from the beach, and I decided late at night to go down and to the water and walk out on the pier. And I took a mason jar with me, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I live in a small town, like small town Florida, but it's like an art community. Anyway, so I go down there. I'm going to make this as short as possible. I go down there, and I'm like carrying my sandals, my flip flops in one hand, and I've got a mason jar in another hand. And I walk out to the end of the mooring pier, and it's the pier. We have a couple piers, and one of them like rolls with the motion of the ocean, and the other one is stable. And I went out to the end of the mooring pier, and water was flooding. Like I waded through water on the street to get there. And so I sit out there, and I did this like sort of big declaration to the moon and the sea and like the elements, and that sitting out there, and the wind was just crazy howling because this hurricane was coming. It wasn't coming for us, but it was coming. It was going to go up, but it still makes this crazy winds. So, and I just sat out there because no one could hear me, and I was out at the end of this mooring pier, and I'm pretty fearless, so to speak, anyway. So, and I just sat there and I made this like big declaration about myself to the elements, about what I was and who I was and where I was going and all this, and that I was my pagan path, my witchy path. And I don't know, and I had it. I was actually poetic, and shit rhymed. Like, I couldn't tell you what I said, but I did. So then I realized that I come back, I'm like leaning against this pole, and the whole thing's like rocking and rolling. And I've got that, and I'm like, I waited out here right, to like get out here through water like this, and it was still, and the tide was still rising. So I'm thinking, Wendy, you probably better get your butt back because who knows what it's risen to. So it's probably like 3:30 or 4 in the morning, and I dipped down into the water, and got this mason jar full of this water, of course, right? And so I'm walking back, but I didn't bring a lid because that was just too much to handle. I knew it was going to be a bit, you know. So I'm walking back up Beach Boulevard, and which is a straight shot to from the water to my home, my business and stuff. And I'm walking along, flip flops in one hand, la la, mason jar in the other, and and a police car comes this direction at me, and I know what's gonna happen, right? I know it, like, and sure enough, like it comes down in about 30 seconds. I don't see it, but I could, but my back eyes see it, and he comes around, and then all of a sudden he pulls into this like parking lot space diagonally like this, and he says, and he rolls, and passenger window goes on, and he says, "How you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm great. I'm great. We just came back down from watching the water. You know, we have like the moon and the hurricane, blah blah blah, you know, all that stuff." And he says, "Yeah." And he goes, "What do you have there?" And I said, and I held out my mason jar, and I went, "Well, it's seawater." He goes, "Oh, okay. I just have to make sure it's not like a beer." And I went, "No, no, it's seawater." And he goes, "Oh, okay. Are you gonna drink it?" And I went, "No." He goes, "Well, what are you gonna do with it?" I said, "Charge my crystals." And he went, "Oh." And then the window went right back up. I love that story. Anyway, and then off I went, and he left me alone. So in or out of the broom closet. So it just depends. I mean, the police here know who I am, but my boyfriend doesn't. What's my favorite tree? Number 2, favorite tree. Favorite tree. Okay, there's 2, but number 1 is in Oregon we have cherry blossoms, right? The cherry trees that are all along the Willamette River, and they're everywhere, and they make these pink flowers, and it's just lovely. It's like pink confetti everywhere. I miss those terribly. Is the cherry blossoms. The trees, it's not that part. It's the cherry blossoms and this pink confetti everywhere. That's what I love a lot. But I also well, actually, there's 3 now. Japanese maple, for no good reason other than I love Asian things, and it makes bonsai really, but it's big bonsai. And then also here in Florida we have banyan trees, and banyan trees are like these. It's like all these roots like that come up, and they create this. The trunk is really just like roots, just roots, but they're huge. They're giant. They're just mammoth. So those are my favorite trees. Fave sigil or symbol. Hard to say. Because, and I don't even know what the name of it is. There's like some Celtic one that